Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, coming to you from Dragonfire Tools Studio.
This is Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. We talk all the time here on Motorhead Garage about performance. You want to make you go faster, perform better? Well, nothing's more important than stopping the vehicle.
Absolutely right.
And Bill, this 64 Ford Galaxy is a great car. It's also a boat, and it came with drum brakes.
Absolutely, yeah.
It had drum brakes on it until we got it in here. Why are drum brakes bad?
Well, drum brakes are inadequate for today's standards. You get a lot of modern cars that have much better performance to them, so they stop a lot faster. And the old drum brakes, they're very inconsistent in how they stop. You can stop right, you can stop to the left, but you're usually never stopping straight.
We've all done that. You're wrestling with it as you slow down. So the natural progression then is to throw disc brakes on the vehicle.
Absolutely.
And the way that's been in the past, you're just kind of Frankensteining it.
Yeah. So a lot of people use junkyard parts or parts from different vehicles to put a kit together on their vehicle, which may or may not have been sized right for that application. And then they try to put a booster and master cylinder together, and then they call us because half the things aren't working right together.
And us is lead brakes.
Yes.
And you guys offer kits that people can just buy and bolt on.
Yeah, absolutely. So we try to make it as simple as possible for the consumer. Complete drum to disc brake conversion kits with all the nuts, bolts, hardware, bearings, seals, brake lines, booster, master, everything that they need in one kit to bolt on.
What kind of range are we talking with vehicles?
So we do a lot of Mopar applications, full-size Ford, Mustangs, Camaros, Chevelles, all the GM AFX body kits, some C10 applications.
Very cool. And let's talk about the fit. They're all model specific.
Yes, absolutely. It's all direct fit applications, so nothing's universal. There's usually no cutting, welding, or drilling. It's all bolt on. And we do a wide range of product. If you got a Y-block engine or a FE motor for this specific car, we have different boosters and masters that clear different engine components as well.
It's all bolt on. Is there anything tricky about the installation?
Nope, no, nothing at all. We even give you brake lines so you don't have to do any cutting and flaring.
If I'm having trouble with anything, what can I do?
You can give us a call. Our tech line is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they'll walk you through anything. If it's our parts or not, we'll talk about what you have going on in your vehicle to make it safe for you to drive.
And we've got the standard kit here on the Galaxy. You've got some upgrades available as well.
Yes, yeah. So we do some black powder coat, red powder coat, our Max Grip XDS cross-drilled and slotted rotors with a magnet zinc coating on them, and braided hoses as well.
Excellent. This is the booster and master cylinder that's actually in the Galaxy.
Yep, absolutely.
And this comes together.
Yes.
Why do you guys do that?
So we pre-assemble everything to make it easy for the customer, so there's no guesswork on push rod lengths or how the system goes together. We put a card in between the booster and master cylinder because the master cylinder has to come off to be bench bled in order to get all the air out of the master cylinder, then reinstalled back on the power brake booster. But we try to ship everything pre-assembled so that it's much easier for the customer to install.
Performance is going to improve, the safety is going to improve, and you're going to love it. Find them at leadbrakes.com. Since about the mid-'80s, fuel injection has been the thing. That's when the carburetors sort of fell away, Tom. And in about the last 10 years or so, direct injection is the name of the game. For the folks that don't know, explain how that works.
Well, instead of having a low-pressure fuel pump, you have a high-pressure fuel pump that sends gas directly into the cylinders near the spark plug somewhere versus into the intake manifold. So you have more direct control over how much gas you use. You get better fuel economy, lower octane requirements. It's a good solution.
And it's one pump distributing it to everything. And that one pump makes contact with the camshaft, with the lobe on the camshaft, and so that can create some problems potentially.
Right. It's a super high-pressure pump. And instead of being just electric, it's mechanically driven by the camshaft with a spring and that actually bounces up and down on one of the lobes of the camshaft. And you get a bunch of miles on it, 150, 200,000 miles. You might start hearing noises from your engine. You might get trouble codes from the engine computer saying you have fuel problems. So you suspect, okay, well, it's that fuel pump must be dying. The springs failing or the internal mechanical pieces are failing. So you replace that pump. They're quite expensive. And then you still have all the problems. You still have the trouble codes. You still have the noise. Well, what it might be is the timing chain, which engines have had forever.
And it's probably a good idea, too, even if your pump does need to be replaced, you'll want to replace these parts anyway, and your engine's going to last a long, long time.
Right, yeah, timing chains always wear out after, 150, 200,000 miles, so yeah, it never hurts to replace the timing chain.
All right, you can start here with one of these kits from rockauto.com. They have all the parts your car will ever need. Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, returns right after this.